Good day. I say good day because I have no idea what time of the day you might be viewing this. This past weekend, on Friday evening and through most of Saturday, I was part of the annual meeting for the Living Skies region. And I did all that without leaving North Battleford, because of course we did the meeting as a Zoom meeting. There were many takeaways from the meeting, but one of them was from a stewardship presentation. I was reminded of the importance of saying thank you, of expressing gratitude. As I reflected on this, I thought about the fact that please and thank you were some of the first words that I sought to teach my daughters, and worked to help them use those words appropriately. Now, what do you say? Or use your please and thank yous. For us in North America, they are an important part of our language, of our way of relating to each other. It's not the same case everywhere. When Heather and I holidayed in Trinidad, there was a fellow who escorted us around, showed us the island. And he remarked of how often we said thank you. Saying thank you isn't a particularly important part of the Trinidadian culture. Perhaps because of the history of slavery, and you didn't thank a slave for doing what you demanded of them. Not certain why it wasn't a more important part of their culture, but it is an important part of ours. And so I want to take some time today to say thank you to some of the people who have been doing a lot of volunteer work in this period of COVID and our altered way of being church. I want to begin by thanking Ken Holliday, who is our technical person, recording the services and putting them up on our webpage. He also will take the stick from this recording and use it to put this conversation up for you to listen to. I should say also thank you to all of you who are listening and watching this YouTube presentation. I say thank you to Barb Trimner, who continues to volunteer in the office and to see that things are done and tasks completed, and works real hard at remembering everything that we need to be doing. She also helps transform the sanctuary as we move from season to season. Well, she more than helps. She does most of it. I want to say thank you to Eileen Wettergreen, who Sunday after Sunday volunteers at the piano and makes the worship services that we share in person and post online that much richer. Without her music, things would be far less complete. I wish to say thank you to our COVID team, who keep us safe on Sunday mornings, or at least do their best and have been successful so far. To Ali Rycroft and Pat Gatto, and Bob McKay for his ushering. I thank the board and its committees for their continuing work when the pleasure of relationship and relationship building and enjoyment isn't so much a part of meeting. We meet mostly to get the work done. I say thank you to the members of the worship committee especially. I also say thank you to our Sunday school teachers who worked throughout the past season to see that our children had lessons, things to do, and to maintain our connection with them. And I say thank you to our children and their families for their best efforts to utilize those lessons in what were busy days and weeks weeks of adjustment and change and lots of challenge. I want to thank all of you who've made phone calls to each other, who've written notes, who've sent emails, just to check in and keep in touch, to lift spirits, to help people know that they are thought of and not forgotten, to express care, the love and care that comes from God. And I say thank you to those who continued to make the effort to come to worship. It has been much easier to have a congregation to worship with, even if you were behind masks and mostly eyes rather than full smiles. Your commitment is remarkable and commendable. I do thank you, not necessarily from the bottom of my heart, but with my whole heart. For somehow through this time, we have managed to maintain our life as a community of faith, as 3rd Avenue United, North Battleford. COVID isn't past. Some of the restrictions are still in place, and we still continue to need to make that effort. But please know that as you do, it is noticed, and you are held in love and with gratitude. May we continue to hold each other in love and to do the things for which we and others can be grateful.